Hey everyone, it's Mike, ZMotorsports. I'd like to welcome you back to my humble little shop, and I'd like to welcome some new subscribers. So I'm going to do something a little different in this video. In the past, it's always been a specific targeted task or repair or modification or something that I've been doing, which those are great and they're easy to track and keep separated. But this one I figured I've seen a lot of guys doing shop update type things and recent additions and so forth. So I've acquired a few new little odds and ends here over the past few months. So I thought maybe I'd do a quick little shop update, a tool update, whatever you want to call it. So I figured I'd give it a try. If you guys like it, great. If you don't, let me know that too, because if I'm wasting my time doing stuff like this that bores you, please let me know that. So I'm going to go ahead and change angle on the camera and bring you over here to actually just my surface plate where I can kind of show you up close a couple of items that I have. Okay, let's give this little angle here a try and see how this works out. First off, I'm tired of chasing my spot drills around my drawer, my machinist toolbox there. I've got a snap-on toolbox. It's kind of an intermediate size, kind of on the small size actually, but it's one I used to have in my enclosed trailer, and I've got a place between my lathe and mill, so it's easily reachable. So I need to add something else to it here pretty soon because I'm outgrowing it. But one thing that bothers me is I keep chasing my spot drills around my toolbox drawer. So I found a piece of UHMW in my toolbox the other day. So I think what I'm going to do is drill. These are the eighth quarter, 5/16 and 3/8 ones I use most commonly. So I think I'm just going to drill a hole respectively in each of those in there and cut this off. I'll probably put it over in the mill. It's got some rough edge. I'll probably put it over in the mill and true it up and make something that holds them what's easily accessible. Maybe probably put it up above the lathe or something there where it's readily available. So I'll bring you over probably in the mill and show you that later. Another recent addition is I found a Criterion DBL 203 3-inch R8 collet or R8 shaft on it, boring head. So I've had a Shars 3-inch one and it's been okay. It's been all right. It's just it's a little. When you adjust it out, you've got to make sure and lock it fairly well to make sure and hold that tolerance. I've had a little 2-inch Criterion for years that I've had, and it's worked out great. And I know Criterions are kind of the go-to as far as boring heads, and I've been looking and I just stumbled. And this has got a few little burrs and stuff on the taper down here, but I mean, other than that, it's in good shape. It fits. The threads weren't buggered up or anything in it. It moves nice and smooth. It was missing the 7/16 20 set screws for locking in the boring bars, which 7/16 20 set screws are kind of odd size, so I had to order a package of those from McMaster Car. I think they were $6 or $7 for a package of like 10, I believe. So I did replace those. But other than that, it's smooth. The thread moves nice and smooth. All those other set screws are in good shape. So that's a nice little addition. Let's see. Oh, when I was doing my son's turbo inlet for his LB7, I'd used my 1, 2, 3 blocks and some clamp other items off my clamp set, and I was pretty much about maxed out on holding that odd-shaped item. I had stacked a couple pieces of steel that I had kicking around, and so I've got 1, 2, 3 blocks that I've had for probably 15 years or so now, and they're brown and sharp. They're nice ones, but I didn't have anything larger, so I broke down, bought a set of new Fowlers. I feel like I got an okay price on them, but these are the 246 blocks, so they're nice. They've got the 5/8 11, I believe, thread in them, so. These are nice. These will help me clamp those odd shaped items. So that's a fairly new addition here to the shop. Let's see. Next up is this and the next item are the biggies. I've always wanted to do a radius turning, either build one or find one. Holdridge being the pretty much the pinnacle of radius turning attachments, and I guess patience paid off. I found a very nice 4D, which is the deluxe model. Found very nice used one on eBay. The gentleman was very willing to negotiate. He had it for sale for quite a while and wasn't getting many takers. There was low bids, but nothing was coming up, so he had taken it off and he put it back on recently. I contacted him because I'd seen it a second time on there and I thought I recognized the seller's name. So I contacted him and made him an offer, and he countered me with a very reasonable offer, I thought. So anyway, this is my new used Holdridge 4D radii cutter. So I'll be turning some new balls. I'll probably make a few. I made all new handles, all new knobs for the handles on my lathe, on my Precision Matthews 13 by 40 lathe. Just to cut a taper in those and mill use a form tool and cut into a slight radius around it, and just for cosmetics. But I've got my drill press that I hate the cheapy plastic knobs on things, so that's why I redid the lathe. So I got my jet drill press, 20-inch drill press. I'll probably experiment with this on once I get some time to set it up. But they make two models in the size number 4. They make a 4S, which is a standard, and a 4D. There's nothing wrong with the 4S, it's a good one, but you lack the ability to turn internal or concave radii. The 4S basically does balls external. But like I said, I got a really good deal on this one. I felt comfortable with it. The guy was very good to deal with. Some of the cutting inserts you can see here have still got the plastic coating on them, so they haven't even been, I think there's one of them, and it's not that one, I think there's only, oh, there it is right here. It looks like one cutter has been touched up and another one slightly used. So that's all that's even been used in this. The two longer ones haven't even been used. So it's in excellent condition. So this is a very welcome addition. I've been looking for one of these for probably 5 or 6 years now. So that is going to be very welcomed. As far as additions, lastly, I picked me up also off eBay, is an MP Products aircraft positioner. Let's see if I can turn this so the label's visible. Hopefully that's so. So it has your potentiometer, has your forward, reverse, high, low, your clutch, engage and disengage. So again, this gentleman had this for sale. I contacted him as well. He had a buy it now price, but I felt like the buy it now price was a little high. Actually, I felt like it was way high. But I contacted him to see if he would be willing to negotiate away from the auction, and because there was some bids on there, and he was very willing. So I ended up buying it from him, and then I added, there was just the aluminum plate is all. So I built the adapter plate and added just an inexpensive 3-jaw scroll chuck to it for holding my part. So again, it's in excellent condition. It tilts 100 and I believe it goes 45 or 60. I think it was like 60 degrees in either direction. It tilts, so it works out really good. Like I said, for the aluminum plate that was factory, I just machined some little T-nuts that went up underneath to mount it. I took a piece of 3/16 plate and cut fairly close on the bandsaw, a radius, and then this has got a purge system on it. Let's turn it around here. You can kind of see right here, here's your purge fitting. So it actually, when you hook up a purge hose here for back purging, it goes in, comes up through the center of the plate, which will then come up through the center of my chuck. So I use that center bolt hole to chuck it up in the lathe to machine this so that it matches the aluminum plate, so it's easy to set up. And then I just got 4 5/16 18 threaded hex head cap screws to go into the little T-nuts underneath. And then I made the, it was a base mount chuck. I took an adapter, just a miscellaneous adapter I had kicking around, and turned it to fit up inside the recess, and then welded it to the plate. And I just did, looks like about 4 or 5 TIG welds around the side there. So this will be nice. This will be very nice for building suspension components. Anything where I'm going to be welding around a circumference. So I've wanted one of those for a long time, and finally was able to locate and procure one of those. So as far as tools in the shop, I think that's about it. Maybe I'll take and turn the camera around and show you the handles I made for the levers, the knobs I made for the levers on my lathe, and then I'll come over to the mill and make that little piece of UHMW and drill it for my spotting drills. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've added anything else really to the shop lately other than those items, but I'm pretty excited about those 2 big ones. So all right, let's I'll take you and grab the camera and take you over to the lathe. All right, let me see if I can do this handheld and not make you guys sick. You can see I just took the black plastic knobs off. I've never been a fan of the plastic knobs that come on any machines, whether they're domestic or import. They just give a cheap feel, in my opinion. So it does have zero effect on the way the machine operates. The machine works great, but it's just the feel when you're using it. It just, now it feels like you're using a real quality machine, a higher quality machine, let's put it that way. So like I said, these are all SAE threaded, so I just basically duplicated the black plastic knobs that was on it. So I got the 2 here for the speeds. I've got the 3 on the apron here. I've got it for the carriage. I've got for the threading, and then your forward and reverse. And then over here on the tailstock, I've got the 2 for the tailstock. One other thing, while I had shavings on the drill press the one day, is I went ahead and I got tired of grabbing my little Allen wrench to tighten up the compound slide. So this way, whenever I'm off of the stop, I can always just reach over there, boom, and it locks my compound. So it's nice and secure, quick and simple. I just took a couple pieces of stainless steel and machined it down, got the threads, and I actually even still used the ball and everything inside, so it pushes on the gib with the factory little ball that was there, and then I just drilled and put a little roll pin into it here to act as a stop. So, and it drops down far enough that it actually clears my compound, my tool holder there on the compound. So, okay, looks like that's probably about it on my lathe. I've got a couple of videos where I show it, so don't want to spend too much time on that. So I'm going to turn the camera around and go over here and mill this piece of UHMW. Right, so it's got a end mill in there. I'm just going to come down and just clean up the edge of the UHMW there. Got some glasses. Cleaned up, easy peasy. Now I'll determine the length, cut it off, and do the other side. Lock down in, true up this other end. Actually cut pretty close with the right to mark with the band saw, so very little cleanup. Other than a screw hole coming in from the side that I didn't see and missed. So let me go ahead and remove enough to clean that up. didn't see that. Coming from this other end, this other angle, there's a screw thread. Almost got it. There we go, that cleaned it right up. Okay. Now, might as well just leave it in and come in and touch off, find my center and drill my holes. Find center there first. Okay, come down, touch the other side, kick, half of Y, 714 thousandths, there's my center. And let's see what our, oh hell, I just use a rule, won't get close enough. Looks like that's 5/8 of an inch thick. So I'll go down in a 1/2 inch. Guesstimate it right there. There's 1/2 inch. Yeah, let's see how that fits in there. Perfect. I just went a couple thousandths over there. Okay, half more on this other side, maybe you can see that better. 400 thousandths and 500 thousandths. Okay. Check, make sure 1/4 inch fits. Okay, next 5/16. Same thing here. Okay. Okay, come up 1/2 inch on the Z again. 4 and 80, 90, 1/2 inch. Okay, and lastly the 3/8 one. And I'll probably just take it over to the drill press, or not the drill press, the disc sander, just kind of radius around the corners a little bit. Okay, there my Z. We can go up a ½ inch. 4, 5. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect. There's my spot drills. I'll go ahead and clean up the edges and show you one last shot when they're done. All right, done. Quick little 5-minute job. It's going to save me a heck of a lot more than 5 minutes in time just digging for these little buggers in the drawer when they roll around. So quick, simple little use of some scrap UHMW sitting around. So the last recent addition here is another set to my collection of pin gauges. This is a Vermont gauge. It's a Class ZZ, which means guaranteed to 2 10,000ths of an inch. And this one goes from 626 thousandths up to 750, up to 3/4. It's a very nice set. It has a nice metal box. It is used. However, it's not abused. It's used but not abused. The pins, you can definitely tell they do have some scuff marks on them, but they are on good shape. They still have the etching of the numbers in them. So I feel very fortunate to have been able to find this set. Like I said, it is used, and as you know, I've got the 3 sets below the 61 thousandths to 251, and then the 251 to 5 to ½ inch, and then 501 to 625. And I've had them I bought those 3 sets each at separate times, but I bought them all new, probably 10, 12 years or so ago as I've been adding to them. My goal is to get up to 3/4 of an inch, and I just recently found this set. But as you know, as you get up in the bigger sizes, the price goes up. So I've been keeping my eyes open for a used set, and I found some in the past, but they've been missing pieces and one thing here or there. So I found a complete set on eBay a week or so ago, and I decided to break down and buy it, and it's in very good shape. I communicated with the seller, had a couple questions for him. He was very prompt in his responses, and I ended up bidding on it and won this set. Again, this is a Vermont Class ZZ metal case, 626 up to 750. So nice welcomed addition. I don't see myself needing the sets. I think there's 2 more sets that go up to 1 inch. Generally, when I get to that size, I'm usually using snap gauges or something for measuring. I don't know if I run across something and the price is right, I may snag them. But to be honest with you, the only thing I've really 3/4 and under is usually where I found that they would be helpful, and the 626 to 750 was a set I was lacking. So for the time being, I think I'm happy with where I'm at. So I've got all 4 sets leading up to this. I think I'm going to be happy with that for a while. I think that's all I have right now for shop updates. I did find myself a Kurt D675 6-inch mill vise that I bought off of eBay. I've been looking for one for a little while. I've got the Glycerin 5-inch, and I love it. It's a great vise. There's been a couple of times where I've wanted a little bit bigger vise to hold a little larger part, or to be honest with you, accessories for 6-inch vices are a lot more readily available than the 5-inch. I don't regret buying the Glycerin, the 5-inch. I love it. It's been a great vise. I probably will keep that on the mill the majority of the time, but I did find a nice used, good condition Kurt 6-inch, so I was kind of hoping it'd be here before the video, but there was some delays in shipping it, so I'm not going to bore you with showing you that. I'm sure maybe you'll see it in some future videos of working on the mill. But anyway, that's really the last thing I've added to the shop here. So I thank you for watching, and please let me know if these shop updates or I don't know what you want to call it, shop updates, shop progress, shop additions, whatever you want to call it. If you like this, great. If not, you just want me to stick to projects, let me know that too. And if you don't find these shop updates helpful or informative or entertaining, whatever, then I won't bother doing them. I'll just stick to the projects. So let me know in the comments below, and thank you again for watching, and thank you to all of my new subscribers. I'm glad to have you following me. Thank you.